Hello and welcome to the Calling in Your Partner series. Thank you for coming back. My name is Kayla from Light and Shadow Kayla, and I hope that this session is really insightful for you. Let's dive in. Intentions. This is another really important part about calling in a partner is we need to clear our field for why we even want that partner. You know, almost everybody in the world kind of has this idea of like, I want a partner. And it's like, why? We really want to get to know that in ourselves. And in doing so, it kind of clears our own energetic field and it creates more of a cohesive magnetism for what it is that we do want to actually come through. So that's what we're going to do today is we're going to look into intentions. So just thinking about this right now, and you can write it down in your journal or you can write it into the chat, is why do you want a partner? What is it about this whole calling in a partner thing that attracted you here? Or that has you, pursuing dating or meditating on calling in a partner or whatever it is, or just that longing that you have in your heart. Why? Why do you have the feeling that you want that partner? We'll just pause here, take a few deep breaths. If you'd like, you could close your eyes for a moment and just reflect. Why do you want a partner? All of these longings that we have, they're all valid. They're all important. And what's really important is acknowledging them and acknowledging them in yourself first. Really letting yourself see these things and feel these longings that we have is the crux of this practice. It's really important. So in that way, we're not trying to be tough, right? We're not like, oh, I can do it all on my own. And that might be true for some people, but if it's not true for you, we have to acknowledge it. Even the fears of, the not fitting into society. Yeah, like that's really, really valid. And we have to just witness and acknowledge that we have those fears, firstly. Because we don't necessarily want to be attracting the partners that are coming to us based on our deepest fears and on our feelings of incompleteness. So first we acknowledge, we get really clear about why it is that we want these things, and we get to know those pieces, right? That's the first piece. And then we really want to practice holding ourselves in those longings that we have. So for some of us, it can be really sad, to share, like, I just miss someone holding me. I'm not saying that's the case here, but it could be, right? There might be tears that want to come up. There might be feelings of loss or grief or loneliness for not having that. Feelings of sadness, or maybe even self-judgment if we see another person has it. So we're just acknowledging all of these pieces. And then the next thing I would love to invite all of us to do from here with these awarenesses that we're having, I'd like for us to move into focusing on how we can offer those things to ourselves first. So if the partner's not here, we know that we are getting aware, we're embracing all of these parts of shadows that we have about like why, what our fears are in having a partner or not having a partner. We're really acknowledging why we want a partner, and we're trying to dig deep, right? Like trying to get to the very bottom of the thread of why we want that partner. And then the third thing is not in denial of the why you want the partner, but rather in the preparation of the field, the foundational. It's like you're laying the foundation. How can you give yourself those things right now? Or how can you work toward giving yourself those things right now? So let's think about, one that a lot of us have is like someone to just share life with, right? To just share our joys, share our sorrows, share our experiences. How can we lean into that for ourselves while the partner is not here? And this is a powerful foundational practice. So let's just think about that. Whatever your longing was, whatever your reason, the deepest one you're aware of right now for why you want a partner. How could you try to fulfill that in yourself or for yourself right now without the partner? Or how could you acknowledge where it is being fulfilled in certain places in your life? So this might be deciding to connect more deeply with a friend or making a friend. Maybe it's like putting myself out there a little bit to be more vulnerable with a loved one, right? Like, can I really share? Can I share more? How can I like open more and share more so that I'm having that feeling of like, okay, wow, I really do have people in life that I can share my experiences with, people that I can share in my joy with. So rather than thinking about it coming from this partner, it's like, where is it happening? And where can we take a responsibility and like invite it to happen more with what is here, with what is present? Same with holding someone to hold us, if this means in the physical, and this is such an important need for so many people, right? Is being, physically just touched. Doesn't have to be in a sexual way, right? I have a pair of friends. They're really wonderful, and they decided that they were going to get together once a month, and they were just going to touch each other. And even when we hear that, sometimes it might be a little bit jarring. I mean, it is a little bit for me too. We're so conditioned to think that touch is, sexual or leading somewhere or whatever it is. But I have these two female friends who are heterosexual, and they decided to just get together and just touch each other because they wanted that in their lives. They needed that. And so they would every month, they would just get together and they would just touch each other. It would just be like a massage or like taking a bath together or like brushing each other's hair. So they really, made that happen for themselves. So what's your longing? Why do you want a partner? How can you access that for yourself right now, even without the partner? It doesn't mean that we don't want the partner to come. It just means that we are resourcing ourselves as sovereign beings first. And that lays the ground for the magnetizing the right partner. All right. Well, thank you everybody so much for being here and for doing this work. It's so important. And anytime we focus on this kind of, spiritual stuff, it really does heal the world. I really believe that, we can focus on ourselves and we can focus on the world. And so I would like to just take all of the merits that we've accumulated here in focusing on this and dedicate it out to the world and to all beings, that all beings may be free of suffering, that all beings may feel loved, lovable, and loving, and that all beings feel free and taken care of. And that is my deepest prayer. And thank you for joining me in that. All right. Have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, some of you, or beautiful afternoon, wherever you are. And I send blessings and love from my location in Maui to all of you. All right. Bye.